In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the headlights on this Nissan Frontier. There are two of them right on the front of your vehicle. Let's get started. Underneath the vehicle, you're going to see this plastic panel here held on with 6 10mm headed bolts. We'll remove all of them. Now with all of them removed, pull the panel away. Now underneath that panel, you'll have 4 10mm headed bolts that we have to remove. Take them all out. All right. On each side, right in front of the wheel, you have this panel with 2 holes. It has 2 Phillips head screws. Remove them both. All right, do the same to the other side. On the fender area, we have 3 Phillips head screws that we need to remove, starting on the bottom. Take this out. And then 2 more up top. With all these 3 out, do the same to the other side of the vehicle. Now take your fender liner, peel it away, push it to the side so we can access right behind the bumper cover. There we go. Where the bumper cover meets the fender, now with the fender liner peeled away, you'll see 2 10mm bolts. We'll remove them both, starting with the one that's further in here. Use a wrench or a socket, 10mm. This one seems to be loose enough to remove by hand now. So just pull it out the rest of the way. There's one, and then the other one. Now you want to grab the bumper cover, slide it down because you have a couple pins here that need to come out of the fender. Pop it out and leave it to the side, and do all of the same to the other side. Get this bumper cover loose. At the top of the bumper, where the grille is, you can see 4 push clips that hold this onto the upper radiator support. Use a trim tool and remove them all. This should now be loose. Perfect. Next to each headlight, you'll have 2 of these holes that have a square pin on the inside. It has a cutout for a flathead. You need to take a flathead screwdriver, put it in here and twist it a little bit, just enough to unlock it and pop this out. There are 4 of these in total, 2 on each side. Do the same to all. Looking down from the top of the bumper cover, we have 3 push clips, one in the middle, one on the right, and one on the left that we need to pop out with a trim tool. Okay. There's the third one. These might break, so it's always a good idea to have new ones on hand to replace them, but these are all out. Now we have to disconnect 3 push clips underneath the front of the bumper cover, but not all the way down. about halfway down, but from underneath. So use a trim tool, pop these out. With all of those out of the way, grab the bumper cover and pull it away from the vehicle and remove it. To remove these headlights, there are 4 10mm headed fasteners in total. There will be 2 up top, 1 on the inner part, and then 1 on the outside where the bumper cover was. With all of them out, pull the headlight right out. Now from the back side of the headlight assembly, we have to unplug all 3 bulbs. You can use a pocket screwdriver to help because sometimes these are stuck. So you want to press down on the tab that locks it and pry it out. Do this to all 3. This one though, you pry up. Okay, those are all disconnected, and there's your headlight. There are 2 pins on the side of the headlight. These are the ones that we went through the grill and we had to twist for them. We have to take these out and transfer them to the new headlight assembly. You can use a small screwdriver to help you push them. You need to push them through the hole and pull them out from the other side. Do this to both. There they are. Now you can discard of the old headlight. Now we have our new headlight right here, and we have to first reinstall these little pins that go on the tabs of the headlight. They install from the front. Just clip them in. Make sure that they're not going to fall out and that they're secured. Now on the back side of the headlight, one thing I'd like to point out is this right here, which is your adjuster. So once it's installed, after you get it all back together, you take a long screwdriver, go through here, spin it, and you adjust your beam up or down. Let's connect the wiring harness to the bulbs. Make sure that all of these connectors click so that you know that they're locked in place. Okay. Now gently, carefully install the headlight assembly back on the vehicle. There we go. Make sure it lines up, and then we will start all of our bolts in. Put this one in. And before I tighten that one, I will install the rest of them to make sure that it lines up. Otherwise, if I tighten my first one, I can't move it anymore. Okay, everything's in, so let's tighten it all up. Make sure you hold the headlight in position, tighten everything up. There we go, that's installed. Now take your bumper cover, carefully install it, make sure you don't scratch anything, line it up, and we'll push it on. There we go. From underneath this part of the bumper cover, let's reinstall our 3 clips to secure this in place and make sure it doesn't fall off. A trick is you can use the trim tool to help guide it in place. There we go. And the last one. From the top, install the push clips that go right in here. Doesn't matter where you start, but it is easier to start with the center. There we go. Now we want to lock in the clips that go on the front of the grill. It doesn't matter where you start, whichever lines up first. You put that flathead screwdriver in, twist it, push the grill like this, and then of course the other one, so you can push it in all the way. Now with it pushed in all the way, sometimes it will be difficult to lock it back into position. Just try your best. Usually pushing in on the grill will help while you twist back out on the clip. If you can't lock them in, as long as this is lined up and pressed in all the way, the grill will still be secured with all of the push clips, but of course try your best to get it locked in. It looks like for me it will not work. Now let's go across the top and put all 4 push clips in. Now let's reinstall the 2 bolts that hold the bumper cover onto the fender from behind. Make sure that when you put the bumper cover on, these pins are lined up. For me, when I put this on, it automatically lined up, but just double check it. And then you want to start these in by hand. Make sure they thread in nice and smooth. There we go. Once you have them in, make them nice and tight. Okay. Now you want to push your fender liner back. If any of these clips fell out for you, reinstall them. They just slide back onto the fender liner. Just like that, and make sure you push it up and underneath this. These plastic clips, they have to go over the fender. Okay, there we go. So that is all lined up. Now you can put all of your screws in. Reinstall your 3 screws. When you tighten them up, be careful because the threads go into plastic, so just a little bit and stop right there. Otherwise you can strip out the plastic. And the last one on the bottom. There we go. With all of this done, do the same on the other side. On each side, we have to put the 2 screws in from the bottom where these 2 holes are. Just make sure the threads line up. Snug these up. Do the same to the other side. Now underneath the center on this shield here, we have the 4 screws that need to go in. And with these in, we can install our bottom panel. Take this and line it up. Make sure it fits, and start in all 6 bolts. And there we have it. Job is done.
Now we're going to get the vehicle ready to aim the headlights. Start with the tire pressure, making sure all 4 tires are set at the appropriate pressure. Remove any excessive weight that's not normally in the vehicle. Find a wall that you can drive up to where the ground is level. Measure 25 feet away from that wall and mark the ground. Drive your vehicle up to that mark. With the headlights off, look for the center dot in the headlight lens. Measure from the ground to that center dot. You can use a ruler to help you out. Transferring that measurement to the wall, making a mark with some tape. On the driver's side, measure down 4 inches, putting another piece of tape. For the passenger side, you only need to measure down 2 inches. Now turning the headlights on, it is easier to do this at night or in a dark area. Locating your headlight adjuster and using a Phillips head screwdriver, turn your adjuster one way or another to bring the headlight up or down. Once the headlight is adjusted to the tape mark on the wall, move on to the next headlight. If you're confused because the beams seem to blend together, you can always have someone stand in front of the other headlight while you make your adjustments for that one. Now your headlights are aligned and you're all set to go.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.